Hi, everybody. Thanks for staying here. It's a complicated topic for me. It's in English that I don't speak very well, so bear with me. I will try to make it simple for you and put in your framework of conception what is money, what is currency, and what is cryptography. I split this speech in two parts. First is Bitcoin 1.1.0.1, it's basics. And the second is new media that I'm currently involved with. But let me introduce how I came here. I started to play with computers from 1985. In 1994, I started playing with internet. In 2000, I started to play with anti-spammers. In 2009, with iOS. In 2009, I also started to play with media with project Previous Keo. And in 2011, almost 5 years ago, I involved with Bitcoin to learn, to teach, to trade, and to mine. But before present you what is Bitcoin, I show you a small video about internet in 94, 95. Please, sound.
More than a modem, a phone line, and a few dollars a month.
Oh, that's
that little mark with the A and then the ring around it.
At?
See, that's what I said. Katie said she thought it was about.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'd never heard
Or
it.
around
I'd never
or
heard it
about.
said. I'd always
That's
seen the
right.
mark, but never heard it said. And then it sounded stupid when I said it. Violence at NBC.
Just what is this main artery of the information superhighway?
Every business, no matter how large, and no matter how small, will be on the internet in the year 2000. It's the primary way that people will look up information. It will replace the yellow pages as we know it today.
Are a lot of people just getting on to the internet because they feel that they have to get onto the playing field, so to speak?
Well, it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
There it is. Violence at NBC, GE.com. I mean,
Well, Allison should know. What do you
is
think
internet
about Allison?
anyway?
Internet is that
Massive computer network.
the one that's becoming really big now.
What do you mean? That's big. How does one? What do you write to it like mail?
No, a lot of people use it and communicate. I guess they can communicate with NBC writers and producers. Allison, can you explain what internet is?
No, she can't say anything in 10 seconds or less.
I'm afraid that if I subscribed to something like internet,
You would really be hooked.
I would get hooked and I would never, spend time with my family.
Does it bother you at all that these are all people that you don't really know? I mean, that everybody's signing on and having these conversations and whining together or griping together or whatever, with people that I don't know if I.
It is group therapy of the 90s.
Well, as I mentioned, I have no desire to be a part of the internet because I feel like I'm so inundated with information all the time that I don't want more. Don't you ever feel like it's just constant bombardment?
I don't know. I guess the thing I'd resent most is I would resent that, at least when you're home, if the phone rings, you have the option of not answering it. On the internet, people can send you messages all the time people you don't even want to hear from.
So, as you understand, right now it's the same discussion about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency like the internet in 94. This is why it's hard to me to explain, because a lot of people don't know about some basic stuff like hashing, cryptocurrency, crypto, and public key and private key. So I will get rid of all geeky stuff, and I will present some facts about Bitcoin. For example, you have two columns. What is Bitcoin and what is not? First of all, is global currency. They don't have boundaries. So don't care about governments and so on. It's without central server, so you cannot attack the network of Bitcoin because every node, every computer that connected to Bitcoin can be a server. It's a non-physical currency. It lives only on internet. So if you see some coins with B. It's a fake, so it's a fake image, but it's not real. Basically, I can explain that inside on that coin, it's a number. It's simple number. So if you cut that Bitcoin, you cannot, you can extract that Bitcoin and put in your computer, but you never give away anymore. One important thing that have Bitcoin, so Bitcoin network, that all transactions are reversible. This is a problem in the current modern world because a lot of stuff that we can sell over internet, people ask them to reverse some transaction because they don't like, and for merchants, it's a big problem. Bitcoin with capital B, if you see Bitcoin with capital B, it means it's a network. Bitcoin with small b, it means coin. So it's a payment network. It's a token or unit. It's a number, kind of. I will show you later what type of numbers are. It's a platform, open platform like internet. So anybody right now can start to explore, create transaction, mining, and so on without any permission. For example, if you need to accept some money for your services, you need to contract with a bank, and they decide if you can sell or not. In Bitcoin, nobody can decide this, so we can enjoy and build your own platform. What is not Bitcoin is not a company. It's not a bank. In fact, everybody can be a bank in Bitcoin. You can have as much as one Bitcoin address. It's not a stock. It's not fiat currency. Fiat currency, it's this paper currency that we have. So it's not backed by a government. It's not credit, and is anonymously untraceable. This is debatable if it's anonymously or not, but you can do very anonymously. Okay. So what real is Bitcoin? It's in final conception is money or digital asset, but to try to explain, it's a number that first time the miner, the creator of Bitcoin, start to create, to process transaction, and in reward of processing transaction, they can put on, for example, 25 Bitcoins to own address. And Bitcoin live only on internet and stay in blockchain. Blockchain, is, in simple words, it's a database. It's a global ledger, but everybody that connected to internet start to make a copy to own computer. Right now it's about 40 gigabytes, I think, this blockchain. It's a big piece of database. If we can do analogy with email system that you all know, for example, you have public address. This is my address, but you can give to everybody that can send you emails. Similarly, on Bitcoin, you have public address that you can give to everybody that can send to that address some Bitcoin. And you have private key, means password, for example, in case of email. But you need to keep it in private. You don't need to show anybody, because if somebody got your password, they can read or delete your emails. Same for Bitcoin. You have a private key. This private key you never see. It stays in wallet. It's a software piece on your mobile, for example, or desktop, but you never deal with that, but you don't need to, anyway, to export or show to somebody. So when you want to accept some Bitcoins, you just need to display or in QR code or VAT numbers on your site, on video, for example. And everybody can send as much as Bitcoin they want to that address. So how to do Bitcoin transaction? It's simple. I think it's simpler than email. You just need to put an Bitcoin address, put amount, how much, press send, and about 1 second, all people around the web, around the internet can see that transaction and verify if it's okay, means it's not fake, someone. There are a lot of rules that you don't need to know, but everybody before accept some transaction, they check for rules. And in about 10 minutes, every Bitcoin transaction are sealed. What means sealed? It means that that transaction cannot be reversible or not be, for example, this guy that sent one-time money, he cannot send again to other guy same money. So if we want to send big chunk of Bitcoin to some address or accept, you need to wait at least one confirmed transaction, means at least 10 minutes to be sure that nobody will steal your money. What means to have Bitcoins? From conception, from creation of every Bitcoin, it is still in blockchain like a list of transactions. So the first transaction is on miner that discover this Bitcoin. Then miner can sell, for example, on exchange, or for example can buy some stuff. So and so on. This chain on blockchain have input address and output address. So to have Bitcoins means that all output address belongs to you, but you can have private keys, and means to have Bitcoins means you're able to move that Bitcoins to other address, in simple words. So how to get Bitcoins? The simplest one is as a gift. The second is to sell services or products in exchange for Bitcoins. And here a lot of companies, big companies, I put some of them here that accept Bitcoins. So there are thousands of merchants that sell stuff for Bitcoins. You can buy for fiat money on exchanges. For example, one of the most popular in Europe are Bitstamp. Coinbase are popular exchange in USA. And Kraken in Euro, fiat currency Euro, you can buy. But the biggest exchanges in the world are China exchanges. So here China took a lot of Bitcoins on mining because they don't have strong rules about this. The next topic about media. We first start to hear about Bitcoins, so journalists start to hear about Bitcoins when was a scandal with WikiLeaks, when the big processing cards like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal cut the WikiLeaks from accept donation, and they switch to accept Bitcoins. Currently, a lot of startups in media start to use Bitcoin to make a business model based on Bitcoin. For example, Streamium, it's like Meerkat, but you can give lessons for Bitcoins. one of the first startup in Moldova, previous skill, also accept Bitcoin in a light form. So it's hard to make subscription on Bitcoin, and we make a simple way to accept Bitcoin for lifetime. So you can pay one time to have access for life. I tried to predict here how Bitcoin can be used in media. And one example, for example, is here a screenshot from Netflix, where you don't need to have an account. But for example, you can open the screen and just to point with your mobile application here to pay for Bitcoin, and movie start play by itself without playing button, right? Other kind of accepting Bitcoin, for example, when you publish an article and want to get a few Bitcoins, you can read more but paid with Bitcoin. And a lot of startups start to digging these ways to make a business model for new media, like Bitwall. And for example, you can include in your media portal or some media video, and people can pay with Bitcoins to enter deeper. There are technical stuff that not used yet in internet. It's code HTTP 412, but it's reserved for paid requested. And now a lot of discussion going how to implement Bitcoin with this protocol, with this status. You can use Bitcoin, for example, for WikiLeaks to pay anonymously sources for provide you some information. So with banks, you cannot do it anonymously. One interesting way how to use Bitcoin is to timestamp some information. So because blockchain is stamped in the time, nobody can change it later. So you can use, for example, if you have a patent, you can timestamp in blockchain, and later you can prove to anybody that this information or this patent belongs to you because you have keys to that block of chain. Other type of ideas that currently a lot of people experimenting is Internet of Things. For example, here is presenting first light bulbs that mining Bitcoin. One different idea that I think of is mining TV set-top box. So you can have in the future maybe a set-top box on your home that have a chip that mining Bitcoin, means they're creating Bitcoin for you. And for example, a provider that showing you movies can charge that set-top box for you to be able to see movies. This is kind of all of my ideas how to use in the future this Bitcoin, but really I am stuck like internet in '94. Means I don't know how it will be in the future Bitcoin, but I hope it will be better for us and for all. So keep calm and grab some Bitcoin. Thank you.